Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
7-1 now. It'll be 6 degrees later on today. Nice news. Kayla Harris is here with a Sportsnet Central update. Hey, Kayla.
Hey, Dean. Russell Westbrook went off again, and the Raptors lost their third straight ballgame, falling to OKC 108-104. Westbrook grabbed 30 points, matched a career high with 17 assists and 11 rebounds for the 7th triple-double of the season. Head coach Dwayne Casey says his D was sloppy.
I put together 2 halves. I thought we moved the basketball. I had 18 assists in the first half, only 6 the second half. That was the difference. And defensively, we were scrambling, moving. They still shot a high percentage, and then the rebounding just started the second half, killed us.
DeMar DeRozan led the Raps with 24 points. Toronto has dropped 3 straight and 8 of their last 9 games. Up next in Antonio on Tuesday. Rough weekend in Leafland after a 6-1 pounding from St. Louis on Saturday. Nazem Kadri missed a team meeting Sunday, so interim coach Peter Horchek sent him home. Stefan Robida is set to have season-ending shoulder surgery. Leafs coach John Tavares and the Islanders tonight. A Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Leafs Nation pregame with Selleck and Osborne goes at 7. You can see it on Sportsnet Ontario. Around the NHL, Carolina rallied by Edmonton 7-4. The Maple Leafs are now in 4th position for Connor McDavid. Calgary scored 4 goals in the 3rd period but couldn't complete the comeback, falling to Ottawa 5-4. On Rogers' hometown hockey, Erik Karlsson grabbed the winner in the 6th round of the shootout. The Sens have now won 3 straight. Canada's Davis Cup run will continue this July when they play Belgium on the road in the quarterfinals. Canada got by Japan 3-2 in their best-of-5 tie thanks to a thrilling straight sets victory for Vasek Pospisil. Milos Raonic lost to Kei Nishikori in 5 sets. This should end, according to reports, the Buffalo Bills and Jerry Hughes have agreed to terms on a 5-year contract. The Toronto Blue Jays play Detroit this afternoon as spring training rolls on. Sportsnet590.ca has you covered at 1 o'clock. Marcus Stroman will get the start. Don't miss it. Mark Burley will join Dean Blundell and company at 7:45. You're listening to the home of Leafs Nation, Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Dean Blundell and Company.
Are you professional or not? No! Don't shut me up! Da-da-da-da, like this in the background.
Now back to Dean Blundell and Company on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
7:04. It's -2. Okay, that's your high. The West, which are your Toronto Maple Leafs, just got ugly. Not only did they get pounded by St. Louis on the weekend, 6-1, Peter Horchek said, there's nothing there.
There was no effort. You know, we didn't win any of the 50-50 battles. We weren't competing hard enough. We didn't forecheck. We didn't keep the puck in the offensive zone. There's no real excuses for it, so we're not going to make it. That's unacceptable for me.
And while we all seem to know that the clock sprang forward on Saturday night into Sunday morning, a guy that apparently didn't, Nazem Kadri, probably used it as an excuse for missing a team meeting.
He missed the meeting, so he sent him home.
Is he available for tomorrow?
He's available.
Mr. Meeting today, man.
Yep, we're pretty disappointed with that kind of effort or that kind of attitude, that approach to the game. We're not going to go forward with that kind of mentality, so they have to work. And I have to get it out of them one way or another. That's the message.
Leafs Islanders tonight at the Air Canada Centre, 7:30 p.m. on Sportsnet Ontario and Sportsnet 590. Good morning. My name is Dean. George Rutsick is here. Ryan Faber, Ryan Mon, Kayla Harris as well. It is Monday, the 9th day of March. It'll be nice today, which is kind of the silver lining in all this bad news. Raptors lose on the weekend as well, a couple of games. But the big story today, the mess which are the Toronto Maple Leafs losing ugly to St. Louis on the weekend, and then, of course, Nazem Kadri not being available for a team meeting. And I was thinking about it today because we do know that the clocks sprang forward Saturday into Sunday, so like early Sunday morning at 2 o'clock in the morning. So 2 o'clock in the morning, it's really 3 o'clock in the morning. So that means if there's a practice in the Toronto Maple Leafs practice, and this is just off the top of my head, let's say the Toronto Maple Leafs practice at like 10 o'clock in the morning or 11 o'clock in the morning, especially after a loss like that, you would do double time in making sure that you had the exact time on your phone, on your clock, on your watch, on your if you got a cuckoo clock on the wall, cuckoo, it's 8 o'clock, get up, Nazem, whatever the situation is. And we don't know the details because they never released the details. However, it is as messy as this season has been for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Springing forward an hour has just added a whole bunch of drama to the situation that we're watching now, George?
It's about being a pro, Dean, and we've always questioned Nazem Kadri's maturity or lack thereof, and now, yeah, this is the time where you got to show the most character. We all know you're playing up the string. It's been a disastrous season, but all in all, Nazem's had a pretty good year. The analytics community loved Nazem Kadri. He's been okay. We've seen some development, especially on the defensive side of his game, but you got to be a pro, especially when times are worst. And he's a guy, he's looking for a big contract extension. He's not doing himself any favors here because that's a lack of maturity. I don't know what the excuse is. If he has a valid excuse on why he missed the meeting, I'm fine with it. But other than some family emergency, there's no excuse for him missing this. It's about being a pro. And these are the times where your character has to shine through the most, when we all know it must be extremely difficult going to the rink and knowing you can get your ass handed to you on a night-in, night-out basis.
Oh, and that was an ass-handing if I'd ever seen one.
Saturday night. And I'm
back to Peter Hornacek's like, there's no effort, there's no nothing, we didn't win any battles, there's no offense, there's no defense, we got nothing.
I guess they're slow because they're slow.
Exactly why. Everybody knows why.
There's some teams that they play with.
The guys that are still there, you said probably won't be here. There's no incentive for them to go out and do anything. And like I said earlier, no one wants to break any teeth at this point, or break a wrist, or have a season-ending or career-ending. If it were me, I'd be like, I'm all in. I don't care if I tear an ACL at this point. Put an end to the misery. But I get why he says there's no effort. How much effort can there be? How much? And you know what? Why? Why play? Why bother? Why try?